Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Jessica and I'm an Ibclc. That's an International Board Certified Lactation Consultant. I wanted to take a moment to share a little bit about how I became a lactation consultant with you. There's a few different pathways that you can take, and so I'm just going to tell you about mine, and I hope you find it helpful. I was Pathway 1, peer support, so I'm not a health professional otherwise. I started out as a LaLecheLeague leader. I had my first son in 2006 and my second in 2008. And in between then, in 2007, I started attending the LaLecheLeague meetings. In 2009, I started my leader application. And in 2010, I became accredited as a LaLecheLeague leader with my local group. I led meetings for 8 years consistently, and about halfway through that, I started to think about becoming a lactation consultant. I had been going to school for pre-nursing. I knew that I just needed to get some undergrad classes done, and I couldn't really decide what I wanted to do, but I knew that that foundation would probably carry me through, and so I chose to stay in the sciences area. And in 2012, I graduated with an associate's degree from my local community college. That associate's degree covered all of the health science classes that were required for me to sit for the Ibclc exam. I was able to use grants and loans to pay for those, and they came from a fully accredited institution. You don't have to do that, but it was a nice perk that since mine were through a college that was already accredited, I didn't have to worry about whether or not they would be accepted by the organization. And in 2016, I started working with my local state coalition, our breastfeeding coalition, and they had purchased a model under Baby Cafe, and I started doing facilitating through them. And I was approved to sit for the Ibclc exam at that time, but our model required having CLCs, at least 2 CLCs present for the cafe, and so the coalition helped send me to a CLC training, and I earned my CLC and continued to work in that environment through sitting for my exam. And after I sat for my exam in 2017, I passed, and in the summer of 2017, I was declared a lactation consultant. I had been seeing some clients privately as a CLC within my scope of practice through a health and wellness collective that I office out of still today. And that was a really great start to getting my feet wet and kind of breaking down imposter syndrome from moving from a volunteer role into a paid support role as a lactation consultant. Currently, I mentor Pathway 1, 2, and 3 students in addition to my private practice through a variety of methods. What's been interesting through this pandemic time is that we've had the addition of being extended more virtual hours that we can use for mentoring or collecting clinical hours, no matter what pathway you're in. And I really hope that you found this helpful. That's how I became a lactation consultant. I'm still working every day to better my practices and to collect continuing education for my recertification coming up in 2022. And I've really enjoyed being a lactation consultant. It's probably the best thing I've ever done as far as a career is concerned, and I look forward to seeing my clients every week and following up with them, and it's really my calling and what I was meant to do. So thank you for taking the time to listen. I hope you found it helpful. If you have questions, leave them in the comments for me below, and I'll try to get to them. And I hope you accomplish your dreams. Take care.